Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to this week's memory plan with me. This is for the week of July 17th through the 23rd. I'm using this Keatown kit called Red. It's turning red. I did not watch it this week and I've never watched it before, so I'm just using it. My daughter is obsessed with it, but I am going to try to find a 15mm before laying down the base to match this. Good luck to me, but that is the kit. My theme for July is just like kids kits, outside of like the birthdays, I think. But I am pulling in this orange color because it matches pretty well to that orange. And then the foil bundle I'm using is a sparkly red from Planner Pixie Co. And the underlays, the bottom washing things, and then the scripts and icons. So, as usual, I'm going to lay down the base and then the boxes, and then I will see you in the day by day. Now time for the day by day. So for the sidebar, I have this July script from Make Plans. Also, don't mind my janky nails, they're getting pretty old. And then I have this Sunshine on My Mind sidebar quote thing from my shop, and then this little road trip car from the Coffee Monsters Co. and Buffalo Bound script I made in font 6 from my shop, and then Manifest That Shit script from my shop again. Then on to Monday, the first thing that I marked was that we went to Buffalo. We actually didn't go this early. We did do stuff at home first that I marked after this, but this car is from my shop, and then Buffalo Bound again is a custom in font 6. This was Ilza from Ilza's Melted Plans birthday, so I did mark happy birthday Ilza. And this is the fancy gift for my shop. We then packed, so I have this clothes stack from my shop and pack script also from my shop in font 6. And then I got ready, so I have this little makeup icon from LYNNERDESIGNS, and I do PR for Lynn. I always forget to say that whenever I use like an icon of hers or really anything. So you can use Carly15 to save 15% and get my freebie. But yeah, so that's from Lynn, and then Get Ready's from my shop in font 5. And then we did go to Buffalo at this point, and we checked into the hotel. So I have this duffel bag version 2 from my shop, and check-in script also from my shop from the hotel bucket list in font 5. And then we just relaxed in the room for a bit, hung out. So I have these pillows from LYNNERDESIGNS, and then family time script that's huge. I'm just gonna put it there, it's giant, but that's from the foil bundle. And we did get room service, which they lie about the prices on that. That was the first time I've ever gotten room service. I don't know if it'll be the last, but my kids were really excited to go to this hotel because they had room service, so I was like, okay, we'll do it. Also, I kind of dragged? Is it drug or dragged? Them to, I don't know, is it drug? I think dragged. I feel like drug sounds bad. I dragged them to Buffalo to meet my Canadian friend, so it's the least I could do. But I do have this little plate and cutlery with the pig from Make Plans, and then room service script from the hotel bucket list, again from my shop. And then I met my friend, which it's so funny because she, like, this was the first time meeting in person, but we met years ago, like 10 years ago, when we both had like Instagrams, and I followed a bunch of moms. It was like a momstagram thing. So I don't even think started talking then. We didn't start talking until maybe a few years later. And like her son is now like friends with my kids on gaming things, and you know, so she was going to Toronto. She was taking a trip to Toronto with her boyfriend, and she's like, why don't we meet? So she crossed the border and came. She's from Nova Scotia, so that's way further than Toronto. Like, they flew into Toronto, but they did rent a car and cross the border to meet me. So the least I could do was drive 2 hours away to Buffalo to meet her. But it was funny because she's always sending like videos on Snapchat, and I'm not a video person. I'm not like a face video person. So it was like I've already met her, but like she probably didn't feel that way for me because I don't send videos like that to her. So anyway, we met. This is from Once More Love, and then I have a Meet Carly, which I don't know if I said her name, but her name is Carly. It's just spelled different. My name is Carly. It's not Carlia. For anybody out there that thinks it's Carlia, it is Carly. But yeah, I made that script, and then we went to Dunkin' because she's never been to Dunkin'. They have like Tim Hortons and Starbucks where she lives, so I do have this Dunkin' bag from Simply Me Kish, and then coffee run script from SPC. And then we did go do some shopping at the mall. I bought a bunch of stuff for the kids and nothing for me, so that's typical. But I do have the shopping spree icon for my shop, and then retail therapy script also for my shop in font 1. And then we did drive to like the Res in Buffalo. They have a store that she needed to go to because she couldn't cross the border with stuff. So this is from Make Plans, and then Res is a script I made. Also, it's legal in New York. Like, marijuana is legal in New York, but the dispensaries that she went to, they wouldn't sell it to her because she has a Canadian ID. But on the Res, they would sell it to her regardless of that. So that's why we went there. And then at the end of the night, I went back to the hotel, and then we like got ready for bed. And I ended up like having a TikTok binge while trying to get tired and fall asleep. So I have this TikTok heart from my shop. And then on to Tuesday. Tuesday was fun. It was kind of like a family day on Tuesday, but first I did mark that it was Miss Lynn from LYNNERDESIGNS' birthday. So I have this birthday bear, birthday cake bear from my shop, and then Happy Birthday Lynn script I made. I also marked that it was payday, so I have that dollar bill icon for my shop, and then payday script from the foil bundle. I got ready again this day, which I pulled in this pink, and I realized I only pulled in like a little bit of pink. There is like one, literally like in the kit there's like this pink, but like the main colors aren't pink. There's a flag or something too. Oh, right here, the work. Like me thinking that pink was actually in the kit. But anyway, regardless of that, I marked getting ready same way that I did the day before. And then we went and checked out. So I have another little duffel bag version too from my shop, and check out script again from my hotel bucket list. Then we had stopped and gotten the kids hash browns for breakfast. So I do have this hash brown icon for my shop, and the McDonald's script also for my shop in font 1. And then we went to the Buffalo Zoo, and it was really nice at first. Like, when we parked like real close, and this is the second time that we've been there. The first time the twins have been there, we went there for Declan's 2nd birthday all the way back in 2014. But we got there like right when they opened, and they have like online ordering for the tickets so that you don't have to like wait in a line or anything. So we got there and it was like not packed. There was like nobody there. By the time we ended up leaving, there was like a lot of people there, but it was a lot better than I was expecting, I guess. I have bad anxiety, which you'll see. I have bad anxiety in crowds, and it prevents me from doing things, and I'm trying so hard to not let it affect certain things. So it was really nice getting there and not having like a lot of people there. But I do have this zoo icon from Sweet's Paper, and then Buffalo Zoo script I made. I cut it in half though because I wasn't sure which box I was using for that. And then at the zoo, I was way overstimulated because there's a lot of people and it was hot, and like this was towards later, and like we were in a building, and the kids, like the twins, kept wanting to hold my hand. They didn't go to Joe at all, and I had my purse like slipping off my shoulder. It was a thing. So I asked Joe to carry my purse, and he's not somebody that like feels emasculated by carrying his wife's purse, whatever. It's literally like a full-on purse too. It's not like a fanny pack. And I was just like, finally we like broke apart from people in this little cool area in front of like the little wallabies. And I was like, thank you for carrying my purse. Like, sorry, I just got like stressed out about this, because obviously if you've ever been overstimulated, you know. And he pulls out a ring and was like, I want to carry your purse for the rest of my life, which we've been married for like 10 years this year. No, it's gonna be 11 years this year. So obviously, like, he's not proposing, but he got me another ring. My original ring doesn't fit my finger anymore because I've gained a lot of weight. And I love when he, like, gets me new rings. So he did get me a new ring, and he did it in front of, like, the wallabies. Said he wanted to carry my purse for the rest of his life. But I thought it was really sweet that he got me another ring. So I do have this ring icon from Make Plans, and then from Joe Script in font 4. It's custom for my shop. This is the ring, obviously. And then after that, we went to Niagara Falls, and I'm sure people know Niagara Falls is a like tourist attraction, so like people obviously come from Canada to see it, even though the Canadian side I hear is so much better. I haven't gone to Canada yet, but there's just so many people there. And we had to like park in the parking garage, and I was just having like really bad anxiety. Firstly, because I hate going anywhere with my kids when there's a lot of like people, because obviously I want to make sure that my kids are safe. But regardless of that, I had a bad anxiety. I can't say attack, I just had really bad anxiety. But and then like on the way home, I had really bad anxiety too. But I only marked it once because of the people, and then the people driving, I literally like braced at one point for impact on the way home, because this woman was like trying to get into our lane, and we were basically like driven off the road, and I'm in the passenger side, so she's like trying to get into our lane on that side, and I'm like, she's gonna hit us. Like, it was scary. Anyway, yeah, I cried a lot this day, mostly on the way home, not like at Niagara Falls. However, I have this Coffee Monsters Go little dude, and I'm an emotional wreck script from my shop. And then I did mark going to Niagara Falls. So I have this map, because how do you mark a waterfall? I don't have a waterfall icon. And then that's from my shop. And then Niagara Falls script I made for this spread in font 6. So that was fun. And then like my kids are so weird. Like, we were at Niagara Falls, my daughter's like, when are we gonna go roller skating? Like, can we just enjoy this? So, and then Jude never wants to do anything. He has a problem with doing everything. He's got like sensory issues, but we try to have him do stuff anyway. However, we were gonna meet up with Madison from Plants in Wonderland this day to have dinner, but my kids were like over it, and it was like maybe 2, and I had to wait until 5 for dinner. So I was like, I don't know what to do with you kids for 3 more hours. So we did end up going home, and I marked getting home. So I have this card for my shop, and then the script I made. And then when we got home, we ordered pizza and wings because we didn't feel like cooking, obviously. So I do have this chicken wing icon for my shop, and then Too Lazy to Cook script also for my shop in font 5. And I ended my night watching Siesta Key. So I have that Hulu TV and Siesta Key script in font 3 for my shop. And that was Tuesday. That was like the most eventful day, like 20 minutes in. I'm only on Wednesday. That's wild. Usually it takes me like 20 minutes to do a whole week. So for Wednesday, the first thing I marked was working. Back to work this day. I pulled in these little Turning Red characters from SVC. Am I the only one that thinks it's sus that she can sell the characters fine, but not the pop culture kits? Maybe it's just me, I don't know, but that's from SVC. And then the work scripts from the fall bundle. And then we did get a new dining room set this day because our other one was like old. And yeah, so I have this little builder munchkin from Once More with Love, and the new dining set is from, well, I made it for the spread in font 6. And then Carly did give me a bunch of Canadian snacks, which I haven't eaten them all, but like they have like so many Dorito flavors and like Lay's, just like random Lay's flavors and stuff that we don't, and like candy that we don't. So super appreciative of that. And we started eating them this day. I still have a bunch left. Like, that's how many she got me. But I do have this Nightingale paper cut Winston with all of his snacks, and then Canadian snacks that I made for the spread. And then while working, we listened to The Deck. So I have these ear pods for my shop, and then The Deck Custom and Font 5 Duo for my shop. I watched more Siesta Key, so we have the Hulu TV again and Siesta Key in Font 3. And then I did some filming, which I pulled in pink again. And this film script in Font 2 from my shop. And then Joe and I cooked together, which we've been doing a lot. And that's from McPlans. And then with Joe is from my shop. That's the first half of the week. All the sparkly red. On to the second half. Obviously this half is more boring because it's got all full boxes, but the first thing that I marked on Thursday was that I uploaded, which I don't typically mark upload, but since my plan with me was late this week, I think I'm like finally getting back on track. July, unrelated, July is such a busy month for me. Not only like outside of, well, like typically it's got obviously all 3 kids' birthdays, all 3 of my kids' birthdays in it. But then I had like my nephew's graduation party, and then we went to Buffalo, and like birthday parties. I am so happy that it is now August. It's literally August 1st. It's going up tomorrow. But I'm so happy that it's finally August, and like it's time to get back to normal. Anyhow, I uploaded my plan with me this day, and I never mark it, but I decided to because it was like late. And then I did more work, and I got groceries delivered. So this grocery bag is from LYNNERDESIGNS, and then the grocery script is from the foil bundle. We had listened, oh, I just ripped that. Let me try to put it together. But we had listened to true crime while working this day, so I have this Big Mad True Crime script for my shop in Font 3. It's custom, and then the AirPods are from LYNNERDESIGNS. And then I was not feeling well this day. This is like the start of me not feeling well. My stomach started hurting, and then like this day, but it wasn't as bad. But this little girl is from Stick with Plan Co. And then I have a sick day script. I just cut off like the day part. So that's from my shop in Font 1. And then my daughter went to gymnastics, which my husband brought her to gymnastics. And she's doing much better. She's no longer like a floppy noodle. She's more like a half-cooked noodle. The gymnastics is a custom for my shop in Font 3, and the little girl's from McPlans. And then we did have Taco Bell, regardless of me feeling crappy, I guess. But this Taco Bell bag is from my shop, as well as the script in Font 4. And then we watched Dateline and Daria. I know those are 2 very different things, but this TV's from my shop. And then I did just mark it with TV Time in Font 6 for my shop. Then on to Friday, the first thing that I marked was that I worked. So, same thing, different day. And then I did start a new medication that I have not taken since this day because I didn't feel good. But I have this little pill bottle for my shop, and then new med script from, well, I made it for this in font 6. And then I felt sick, which this wasn't even like the worst of it. I just felt like not fully well this day. So I did mark that was sick day, and the same girl from the day before. And then I marked watching more Siesta Key, which I am caught up with what I can watch for free right now. And I don't think I want to pay $15 for it on Vudu. But both of those are from, well, it's like literally the same thing all week. And then I did some filming. So I have that camera for my shop, and then film again in font 2 for my shop. And then Joe cooked dinner. I didn't eat a lot of it because I didn't feel good, but Joe did cook, so same thing, different day. And then there were, like, our downstairs neighbors have been literally the worst since they've been moved in. And then the mom this night decided to go out and party, and then there was some boys climbing in the window, like literally outside our door, like yelling, and like teenage boys climbing in the downstairs window. They couldn't go through the door because the woman has a camera outside, so of course not. So he's like getting in the window next to like our door, and like it was just so annoying because our kids were like scared and staying up late and all this stuff. Like, it's literally been something every weekend since. But regardless of that, I was annoyed, and I marked being annoyed. I actually marked, are you fucking kidding me? And that's for my shop in font 6. And then this little guy is from Paper and Milk. We finally went out around like midnight when they went back out the window, and we're like standing around and told them like to stop. And next time that it happens, we didn't say this, but next time that happens, we're just gonna call the cops because I'm not fucking dealing with it anymore. Then on top of getting to bed kind of late, like I was ready for sleep like way early, I slept like shit because my stomach was just in so much pain. I literally, like, my stomach hurt so bad that I threw up, like that kind of pain. But I did mark sleeping like shit. And this emoji is from the Coffee Monsters Co. And then the script's from my shop in font 4. And I did end up sleeping in. I think I literally slept until noon. So I have that pillow for my shop, and then sleep-in scripts from Planet Hannah. And then I did wake up and do some designing. So I have this little red character again from SBC, and design script for my shop in font 6. And then I did mark watching more Siesta Key. And I texted with Lynn this day. I text her like almost every day, but this day I literally had 5 things to mark outside of this, so I did mark it. Both of these are from my shop that's custom in font 5. And then I must have been feeling extra bad at night, so I have this throwing up girl again, and then nauseous AF script from my shop in font 5. And then on to Sunday. I slept like shit again. So same thing, different day. This is like literally a theme for 2 more days after this. And slept in again. So I have this little messy bed for my shop, and sleep-in script for my shop in font 6. I did more designing. So I have, do I keep calling it red? Is it like Meme character? Again, I just wanted to like use as many as I could because I had a full sheet, and I have another Turning Red kit, so I'll probably try to pull the rest in there. And then maybe if I watch the movie ever, which I didn't this week, I'll use it again. But yeah, I think I was feeling much better this day after sleeping in. I did not sleep in as late as I did the day before, but I was feeling pretty good. So I did my laundry and the scripts from the foil bundle and the washing machines from my shop. And then my daughter wanted to do my makeup, so what Amelia wants, Amelia gets. And I have this little makeup icon from Fabled Court, and then with Mila script from Play With Me stickers. I watched Mercy is the Key. So there's that, and then I literally did the nails that you see now that are missing too. So I have this like press-on nail icon for my shop, and then nail script for my shop in Font 5. And that was my week. So I'm gonna throw out my planner and then I will be right back. So here's the finished spread. I feel like it's not as sparkly as it actually looks in real life, but I'm gonna flip through everything that's left of this kit. I don't even think Keatown's even open anymore. I didn't use anything. I actually did realize, so there's a point doing like the boxes. I was trying to find flags and I'm like, okay, well, there's no flags. They're right here. I just literally put them off to the side, not thinking that there's anything that like I'd use in the day by day on the sheet. But yeah. And then more, I think they're Keatown. If I had to guess, there's just some there. I don't really know. But yeah, that is everything for this week's Plan With Me. I'm sorry if it was a hot mess for one, and I'm sorry if it was really long, like, or longer than usual. I know some people's Plan With Me's are like an hour long. Mine's not gonna be that long. But if you enjoyed it, make sure you give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you have not already, and I will see you next time. Bye.